all week long coaches wanting to get back on track. So I don't feel it's a lack of motivation. I just feel it's a lack of, we got out coached and we got outplayed.
So, have been on for a minute. Looking forward to Colts games. The first game was full of bloopers. Matt Ryan did not look squared away, but neither did all of our wide receivers. Penalties cost us. It was a mess until the fourth quarter when everybody started to come to life. And many of times we could have won that game. It ended in a tie. So there's that. And then we have today's game against the Jaguars. No Pittman Jr., no Alec Pierce, no Shaq. 3 players that were sitting out of the game. Now Shaq wasn't in the first game either. However, I believe he would have been somewhat of a game changer. He definitely could have interrupted a lot of stuff that was going on in their passing game and running game. So I believe he could have made a difference. Would have been enough to win the game? I doubt it. Alec Pierce has not proven himself yet. He dropped a touchdown pass in the first game, and he really couldn't make it open very much in that first game. I think he had another pass thrown to him. He was hit pretty hard both ways, from the front and from the back. But prior to him getting hit, the ball hit him right here, and it went through his hands, hit him in the chest, and bounced out. So the impact didn't have anything to do with the fact that he didn't catch the ball. Now, not to say he could have held onto the ball, but he didn't catch it in the first place. So we don't know how that would have worked out, but he was out for concussion protocol for the second game. Pittman, he was out, I believe, due to a pulled groin muscle. Now, with that said, I think that Pittman would have been the key to the game against Jacksonville. Pittman is the only receiver that was making it open in game 1. He was the only one making catches in game 1. I think we needed to adjust to our tight ends because we now know what we cannot do without Pittman. Hopefully Pierce comes along and starts making stride and making catches he needs to make, regardless whether he's getting hit. He's going to get used to being hit in the NFL. This is an NFL. This is not college league. You're either going to step up or you need to step back. So let's hope he gets it together. But yeah, our weakness is what a lot of people's been saying for a while. So receivers. We need another receiver. We need him bad. So without Pittman and without, I say, Alec Pierce's speed, that they definitely had to cover him, it was rough going. Now, let's address something that should not be addressed. Something that I didn't think we was going to have an issue with this year. What the hell is going on with our offensive line? Drove me crazy. I think it's actually the highest paid offensive line overall. And we look like a bunch of freaking college kids out there trying to block, being freshmen, a bunch of freshman college players out there trying to block the NFL dominating defensive line. I mean, really? Matt Ryan, 2 seconds at most is all he was getting. We're talking at most, with receivers that couldn't get open quick enough for him to make passes to. But our offensive line it wasn't open up holes like it should. I mean, it wasn't. It was basically not there. What kind of all that money we spent on them this year? They better improve. If not, I'll be looking to cut some people at the end of the season. Trade them off. Because if you're not producing as much money as some of these guys are making on the offensive line, get the hell out of Dodge. And now we're going to actually discuss something I'm sure is going to start hitting papers or on the internet. Is our coach the problem? That's what, 8 or 9 in a row we haven't been able to win against Jacksonville? The worst team in the NFL? Are you kidding me? What does it take to beat this team? It's not that, it shouldn't be that difficult. Yes, Jacksonville against us, they look great. Against us, it's like they have our number. But why? Why do they have our number? And we are not going to get any easier with this season. The season is not going to get any easier. So we do have home game next, but I'm worried. I'm legitimately worried. I was looking for us to win our division. I would never state that we'd win the Super Bowl. I would never even state we were in contention to get to the Super Bowl. But win our division? Oh, hey, yeah, I was all in for that. All in for that. So, I don't know. But looks like we're going to be lucky to get 2 or 3 wins with our lousy tie. They need to figure it out. Frank Wright needs to do something. He needs to figure this shit out. Because he may be the issue. I'm not saying he is. I like him. But if he can't win games, I don't really care what kind of person he is. I don't really care how he talks to the media. Because frankly, if he can't win, then why do we have him? Why is he here? Why is he even here? So, I don't know. Green Bay game's on right now. Green Bay looks like they possibly can win it. Chicago is trying to do something about that, but I don't think they're going to be able to pull off a win. Man, I tell you, I'm as worried about the Colts as I'm worried about IU. IU is playing better ball than they have in a while. But, I mean, they really struggled against Western Kentucky and won in overtime. So, I'm happy for the win. I mean, the Colts did that. Yeah, I complained at the fact that they struggled. But I would not complain near as much as I am right now. I mean, hell, a win's a win. I don't care if you pass the ball, it bounces off somebody's helmet. You catch Matt catches it off the bounce and walks into the end zone, or it bounces off 5 different people and we manage to scramble around and get the ball and somehow score. I really don't care. A win's a win. Enough inning. But anyways, hopefully we get Pittman back and Pierce. I'm pretty sure they're planning on Shaq to be back, or Shaquille. He changed his name. You know what I'm talking about. So anyways, hopefully we have all 3 of those players back. And we do a 360 because we can't do much worse than what we did today. And I didn't think that was even possible after week 1. With all the fumbles, drop passes, everything else that was going on in week 1. We were bad. So, anyways, hit like, subscribe. I do not make as many videos as a lot of different people. I will put out as much content as I can. It will not always be about IU. It will not be always about the Colts. But I am excited for IU. I'm really hoping they step up and improve, and they at least, contend. I don't care if they win by 20, as long as they put 20 up. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them win, but we'll see what happens. So Ohio State, hopefully they don't get the number one spot. I'm tired of seeing them there. I'm tired of seeing Ohio State. It's kind of like Kentucky and Indiana basketball. Don't want to see Kentucky winning at all. I'm actually wish Kentucky would start playing Indiana again. That's another story, but anyways, hopefully I'll try to make some content about what I think about Kentucky and Indiana playing. Maybe here soon. I'll put up as much content as much as I can. I'm a very busy person, but I had to get on here and I had to vent. Let me know what you think. What do you think is causing this to go the way it's going so far this year? I know it's only game 2, but if we look this way against Jacksonville, like, subscribe, have a good day.
I actually don't feel unmotivated. I certainly respect the fact that's what it seems like. If you would feel what it feels like during the week, unmotivated is not a word that you would characterize what our weeks are like, what this last week was like. Coming off our performance last week, the intensity at practice was at an all-time high. The intensity in meetings last night, honestly, it's not about speeches or anything, but the intensity of the meetings last night, the ferocity of the players all week long, coaches wanting to get back on track.